Dun dun dun.
Right, evening viewers, Dodgy here. Still haven't done anything on the thing there, haven't got the engine back yet. But I thought, well, for the next project, I've got to get the other car fixed. Oh, where did I put it? Slashed my finger trying to get the plate off. So a nice little cut and that'll be bleeding everywhere. Oh, sorry, Paul, I forgot my nitrite gloves somewhere. Now, with my XG, the water pipes on the side started leaking. Somewhere along the line, it's done a head gasket. So that needs a head gasket. Probably need the head skimmed a bit just to see. It does run, but yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. This apparently does run, but that gearbox is going. It seems to have oil leak out of the front timing cover, and I might have to do the rocker cover gasket as well. I'm not too sure, it doesn't look too bad, but definitely down that side I'm going to have to strip everything off the front because I think the timing cover gasket needs to be replaced. That's leaking everywhere. Which one should I use? Shall I just do the head on that one, even though it's probably going to cost a bit, but it'll be done quickly? Or this one, which won't cost bugger all, but it'll take a lot of time, knowing me. So I'm going to stop bleeding. Because I mean, it's supposed to be a good motor, but I don't know how much life's left in it and how, well, I mean, it might do, but I've got to clean up all that front, take the timing cover off, replace the seal, and whatever else is there. I've still got to replace the hoses on this one before it goes in, just in case, just not using old hoses, because otherwise it'll end up like that. Or should I get the XG and replace the head gasket? Because it did run, it's only on 5 cylinders, but I might just take it for a bit of a wander. Look at that. That's a nice one. Yeah, I've been trying to take all the bolts off, get this, what's the name off. Most of them are all done. I've got the brackets and the, where did I put the tin? Oh, there's somewhere. Yeah, so she's, I've just sprayed it with degreaser, but you can see she's pretty manky in there. As I've just cleaned all of this area just in here, but it looks manky. But off this hose here, for the water thing, that goes through your heater hoses and everything else, and then they turn into, right there, they turn into a rubber hose. That's where the problem starts, and there's one there, and then the other one comes out there. So, and then it comes up. Oh, there it is, stupid thing. That's what got me. They're always sharp, those pieces of tin. Yeah, so there's the other one. So I'm going to have to replace those hoses because I have to take the starter motor out, because you can't get to any of these hoses unless you unless you take the starter motor out and get in through here. So in car, it's quite a pain in the ass because of this design. So all that's a bit of a unknown. If anyone's got some parts for one of these things, give me a yell. Oh, where is it? There it is. Or the jigger that's in the car. I'll have to change the exhaust too, because this one's a stock manifold and the other one's extractors. There's more expense. Or shall I rip all this off, take the head off, actually fix the head gasket as per normal while all this is off, change the what's name. So this is going to take a lot longer because I've got to undo everything, drop the starter and all that to get in there, but I could do it in car. I wouldn't have to riff the engine out. And she's not too bad. It doesn't leak. It's pretty dry in there. So what do you reckon? Fix the head gasket and that, which is going to cost $1,000 plus, but done, you know, within a couple of weeks. or we get now. Eh? Just checking I don't hurt myself again. You didn't help that time, did you? Or rip that one apart while it's out on the ground here, because also that sump's pretty messy. So I think the timing cover may have gone. At least the timing cover, maybe the sump gasket, so I'll have to do a whole heap of gaskets on that, which means once I take the gearbox off, I'll probably have to stick it up on an engine stand, which I have. But yeah, I'm gonna have to basically pull that thing apart and replace all those gaskets and get that one going. Much of a nuisance. I haven't got enough money to really afford the other one, but I don't have enough time to spend pulling shit apart. So what do you reckon, peoples? Fix this or just fix the other one that's in the car already? Oh jeez, I'm bloody leaking everywhere. Look at that. I'll get some sticky tape around here somewhere. Masking tape and a cloth. Yeah, because I need to get that thing going, because it actually drives really well. It's had the front end redone at some stage. It's really tight. It actually drives real nice. So I don't know if I'll ever get it registered because it's just too expensive. But if I do, it'd be a perfect car. Yeah, so tell me in the comments what I should do, or what would be the easiest, you reckon? Spend money, get it done quick, spend bugger all money, but take a long time pulling it apart and stripping it down and obviously cleaning it first and then buying gaskets and whatnot. Because this has got me stumped. So yeah, I need to kind of figure out what I'm going to do in the time that I've got to get that van. That's XG, that's an XH. Okay. Oh, what are you doing now? So, yeah, so I'll take the gearbox off because that's for someone else's project. Any extension housing for a Barra, BTR. Apparently that gearbox is shit anyway, so I'll take that off. The engine's by itself. I can put it up on a stand. I can then rip everything off of it, go through gaskets and whatnot, give it all clean, repaint the rocker cover because it looks like shit, and we'll redo that so it's all new, and just clean it up, make it look decent. So if it ever goes through Rego, they'll look at it and go, oh, it's a clean one. So rip all that off. I'll probably have to take those off and put the stock manifold back on because I don't want to change the exhaust. It's more than enough power. I don't need extractors. Otherwise I'll have to take this whole exhaust system off, which I'll probably have to anyway, and then re-put it onto that one. And that one's all right. So the exhaust, and I'll probably snap a bloody what's the name. Also, it just happened before. Where is it? I don't know if you can see this. It's sticking now. I don't know if you can see that. Probably. Now, this was a cheap one. See how it's flared? Cheap tools. That's what happens. Oops. It will. They're shit. I just happened to find that was the first one I grabbed, so I just grabbed it. But it's a no name. A no name quality. No name quality, but yeah, it mushroomed the sides of it. That was for the braces holding the gearbox to the engine. Those cast braces, not exactly the tightest things in the world, but she stuffed it. So this is why you don't buy cheap shit. They literally, is it focusing? They literally fall apart, break. And that's just a 13. So yeah. So oh well. So don't buy crap tools. Buy at least a name brand, at least. I mean, some of my others are name brands, but that was just one I happen to have, and I'm going, gee, this is getting a bit loose. I thought I rounded it off. No, that broke glad that broke and not this. But those things for the gearbox, they're only 13mm. They're not tight, and yet it broke. Cast aluminium, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed those photos and stuff from last week's camp, because that was alright. Oh, that was a good weekend away. Yeti made it back, no problems. I didn't get a flat tire, even though it took 2 spares. It didn't overheat, even though the radiator leaks like a sieve. And I went through 2 tanks of gas. Ish. Still got a bit left. What are you doing? Oh. So it went real good. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. The Yeti went good. Now it's just trying to get everything else kind of sorted out now. So tell me in the comments, comment, subscribe, and whatever. I need those 100 subscribers so I can change it. Hey, shut up you. Thank you. Kookaburras. Yeah, so subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment of what you think I should do with these. And I know Mark will probably say, "Oh, just sell them all because they're all shit." What else am I going to do? And I'll use those nitrite gloves. Probably need mechanics gloves. I did have a pair here somewhere. Because I probably would have saved myself a lot of blood. A lot of blood. Look at them out. Yeah, a lot of blood. You weren't no help, were you? So, yeah, leave in the comments what I should do. Fix that one up. It'll take longer. Probably break a few things like these exhaust studs for sure, because they always frickin' break. I bet you, because it's out of the car, they won't. And I'll put the stock manifold back on. Or fix the engine that's in the car. It's just a head gasket. It's not rings or anything. It actually drove really well before, you know, when it started to go. So just a head gasket and those pipes on the other side there. And everything's in car. It just stays like that and it just works. It's in car. It might have to take a while because I can't afford it yet. Hopefully soon I can get the engine for that. I'm still working on the manifold. But we'll see. So this is a short one-ish. I didn't ramble on so much. I'm sorry I ramble, but it's not like I've got a lot to show you. Unless I have to pull that frigging thing off. But I've actually got to lift that up. And Sean's borrowed my engine stabilizer thing with all the chains and stuff, which, yeah, so I don't have chains to hold it up. So, hurry up, Sean, get your shit back. So I can't lift it up. So I'll lift that up a bit. Take torque converter bolts off. I've only got, yeah, just the torque converter bolts, and that should, or undo the bolts. I've loosened them, but then and that should just fall off. And then Jono can do whatever with that, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, take the front off, take the top off, clean it, paint it, new gasket, figure out what's wrong with there, paint it, gasket, probably do the stump, paint it, gasket, clean everything else that looks good, put it all back together. Hopefully I'll put it back together right. Throw it in the car. Alright, that's enough gibbering. I'm going to put a band-aid in this because it stings. So I don't think that bloody pan was all that clean. It could get infected. Yeah. Would have been done by now if it was. Alright, that will do me. I can't think of anything else I need to tell you. Send me money. That'd be good. Yeah. Other than that, I've got my Jono's voice back. So yeah, that's mine. Oh, if anyone's got a decent 2-barrel or 4-barrel Windsor 302 manifold for the Windsor, or something to fit, I want to put unless you've got a 2-barrel manifold and a 500 Holly that's tuned for it, kind of, you know, it works. That would do, just to get this thing running until we figure out the other thing we haven't got fixed. So we'll see. Anyway, that'll do me. All right, bye. Go on, let's go.
Oh my god, there's blood everywhere.